Before we look at the best tips for cold reading, we firstly need to look at what cold reading actually means. Cold reading means acting a part whilst reading a script with little to no preparation, using what is known as sight reading skills, the ability to read and act with a script in your hand. There are two types of cold reading for actors, and both involve little to no warm-up time. The first type involves being given a script or script sides just before an audition or within an audition, where you may be given 5 to 10 minutes to prepare. The second type involves being given a script within an audition or a rehearsal and being expected to act with it on the spot with no preparation at all. Cold reading can be stressful if you overthink it. However, if you look at cold reading as an opportunity to perform, then it can be a positive experience. If you approach the cold read as a character, then it can be far more enjoyable. What can you do with 5 to 10 minutes preparation? Firstly, stay calm and remember being asked to do a cold read as an additional part of an audition is a positive sign. Quickly scan the pages if you have time. Ask brief questions about the character that you've been asked to sight read for and how the panel or director would like the character to be played. Remember, an audition panel might not have time to answer your questions due to tight scheduling. Sometimes confidentiality and copyright agreements about an upcoming project will mean that only basic information can be shared at this stage. If the information isn't forthcoming, you will need to play detective. Try and stop yourself from overthinking and overanalyzing your own performance, which can be quite destructive. Approach the cold read as a character which is creative. Even if you don't know much about the character, make a choice about who you think the character is and go with it. You are not expected to be a mind reader. Try and work out from the script what you can, who you are playing, where they are, who else is in the scene, what relationship they have with that person if it's obvious from the text, what your character wants in the scene, known as their motivation, and what the other characters want in the scene. If you don't have time to do this, just attempt your character, who they are and what they want. Script directions can help you with your detective work. What extra information can they give you? Read them all, not just the ones that relate to your character. If you have struggles with sight reading such as dyslexia, make sure the panel or the director is informed. Don't struggle in silence or assume they already know. Now, what to do if you have no time to prepare at all? You're going to have to figure out your character as you go along. Make choices about who your character is and stick with it. A director can always give you direction if they need things changing, which will highlight your ability and skill in working with direction. Read script directions to yourself, especially those that affect your character. Never read them out loud, but use them as guidance to direct yourself. Look for punctuation marks in the text. These marks can help you know when is a good time to take a breath and slow down, and will also give you an idea of how to deliver a line. Hold the script at chest height. Don't hide your face behind it. Take your time, don't rush. Enjoy the opportunity to perform, even if you have no idea where the scene is going. Finally, here are some general delivery tips for cold reading. No matter how good you are at memorising lines, don't be tempted to try and show off this skill for either type of cold read. You simply won't have time to do it justice, and it's not expected. Don't learn the lines, instead focus upon your acting skills. If you have a scene partner who is acting with you within your scene, then only look at your script if you can when you are reading your lines. Try and look at them and react to their lines when they are reading and speaking theirs. Remember, reaction is part of acting. React in character to what their character is saying to you in real time. To stop you losing your place in the script when acting with a scene partner, use your thumb to mark your place in the script, moving it to your next line once your partner starts speaking. That way you will know where you are and when it's next time for you to speak. Try and memorise the last word of the last line a scene partner says before you're expected to speak again, so you can use this as an audio cue to look back at your script and pick up your next line, which hopefully your thumb will be next to the next set of lines, maintaining your place. If another character in your scene is being read in rather than acted by a scene partner, ask the director where they want you to deliver your lines. The most effective way is to create an invisible imaginary scene partner and react and act to them, even though the lines are being read in by someone sat on the audition panel. Add in appropriate emotion, but don't overact to compensate for not quite knowing what you're doing. Add movement in with purpose. Is your movement justified for your character? Speak up, don't let your voice volume drop because you feel less confident as you're unsure of the script. Make sure you are still heard and clear. Practice cold reads with other actors and family and friends using script selections to practice this important skill. Cold reading can strangely be liberating because you can only do what you can do in the time that you've been given.